Fate Okay, no, it works now. Because like for a second else, I was freaking out. I was like, wait a minute, what? Yep, hello everyone. Going to stream the beginning of Fate Stay Night today. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna stream the entire game. I wish I could, but I think the game aka the visual novel might be too long for finish right now. Especially because I'm gonna hiatus starting next week. Anyway. Hello everyone, yeah. So, I guess a bit of background. I'm a huge Type Moon fan. I got started actually by watching Kara no Kyokai and the Dean anime, the Dean's Fate Stay Night anime. That's where I got my obsession with Type Moon stuff. And then after that, I went out of my way to try and get Tsukihime. And then I read the old Fate visual novel after I started playing FGO. And yeah, that's where I go on from there. And then of course I watched all the UFO table animes. Ufotable. I always forget how to pronounce their name. But yeah. And after I watched all the anime by them. And then I still play FGO to this day. So yeah. As you can see from my title, Ren is best girl. From my objective, completely unbiased opinion, that is. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. I do like the visual novel. It's just it's really long. I don't think it's the longest one I've read. I think that distinction goes to rewrite and some other novels. This one's pretty long too, though. Especially if I want to finish all 3 routes. If I remember correctly, they're around like 40 to 60 hours each, right? If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've... because my reading speed is different from everyone else, but anyway. I don't think it's as fast as it was back then anymore, though. My reading speeds. It usually used to be fast because of advanced English classes in high school. Anyway. So yeah. Let's see what else is there. So, this is the visual novel that started the huge Fate franchise. Fate has tons and tons of anime, video games, and gacha and stuff like that. Well, this one gacha episode technically, but yeah, it's a really popular franchise. The basic premise for every single Fate, for most of all the Fate series, a couple of them are different here and there, is that 7 servants, who are each represented by one of 7 classes, Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider, Assassin, Caster, and Berserker, are summoned by their 7 masters, and they basically do a 14-man battle royale to acquire something called a Holy Grail that can be said to grant any wish you want once you win the battle royale. Yep, and that's how it works. I watched Kaname Kyokai, but I watched the OG Studio D anime and all the visual stuff. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Fate, like I said. Let's see. Yeah, so I haven't read or I didn't watch all the Type Moon properties or finished them. I did read quite a bit and watch quite a bit of the Mole case files. I did finish the anime. I don't think I'm up to date on the manga / the light novels, if I remember correctly. And then I've been reading a lot of the FGO manga. I think my favorite one is the Shinjuku one. Is it Shimoku? No, Shimosa, I think. I'm thinking, but yeah. Anyway. So yeah, let's go to the gaming screen. Here we go. Yeah. The OST you've been hearing this entire time. You guys can hear it, right? Bum bum bum. Let me just put that there. This there. This here. Okay. So yeah. And then this bond, so much iconic lines and pictures. Yeah. I don't know. It's so iconic, right? Let's get started. The tip of the sword was like a flash of lightning. A spearhead thrust to skewer the heart. Hello, are you back? I think we're back. Okay, yes, that's good. Yeah, as soon as I saw OBS, basically health go red, I'm like, uh-oh. I knew we were gonna be shorted out for a second. Oh, we're good now. That's nice. The end yet? The knight swept in to save me. The strike that threatened to end me. Oh. That was beautiful, the tolling of a bell. No. Truth be told, the sound hung over me heavier than iron weights. Its beauty had little to do with aesthetics. The dark armor wrapped about her was like the frozen night itself. The ringing was not in itself pleasant. It was the sound of steel. The night herself was beautiful enough to make it into the chiming of a bell. Oh! Are you my master? You guys hear the VN, by the way? Her voice resonated in the darkness. Saber, yeah! Yes, okay, that's good. Let's go. Indeed, the pact was sealed. Just as she chose to serve me, I'm sure in that moment that I swore to save her. Ooh! Oh. This pose is so this image is so iconic. It's so good. The moonlight cuts through the darkness. As if an imitation of the former night, the storehouse regained its former calm. Time had stopped. The vision before me had lasted less than a second. Be that as it may, I will always remember the sight of her, as clearly as if it were still happening now, even if I fall into the depths of hell. Ooh. The faint slant of her profile, her serene, divinely green eyes. For a moment time stopped. Her silhouette draped in blue, swayed into the wind. Really iconic. I know! The art is so good too. Okay, I need to read the for herself. I was struck by the pale blue glow. Her hair as fine as golden thread, was bathed in moonlight. Ooh. Great, and I'm here by the way. Thank you! Welcome. Great. I do need to mute it when the opening plays. By the way, the opening song, I mean. This happened 10 years ago. I see someone who takes me back. By the way, what's up, everyone? The whole chat. What's up, my homies? He's tall, with chiseled features. I've never known him to crack a joke. He ruffles my hair affectionately. No, that's not what this is. It's more like he's grasping my head and working it like a stubborn jarred lid. But he doesn't know how to control his strength. Only to be expected. The first time he's ever done something like this. Time for me to leave. You know what to do next. He answered yes in a somber voice. He nodded once, withdrew his head and stood up. That's all. I had known this would be the last time we'd ever see each other. And I've done my best to make him laugh with the perfect joke. I'd been practicing punchlines in private, in hopes of finally seeing a smile crack that stony face. I have one regret. I never got to tell him any of my jokes. With the association in your debt, before you become an adult, any decisions after that, I leave up to you. I'm sure you managed on your own. So he said, I bet he was worried about me. He told me about our family's heirloom jewels, the gems passed down to us from our grandmaster. Oh, that's right click. And to manage the underground workshop. It was a rapid-fire course of subjects he's never taught me before. Even as a child, I realized that he would probably never come home again. Dun 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 dun. There was a war. Not a war between countries, but between people. In this war, there were only 7 combatants. It might not have seemed fitting to call it a war. Having mages involved changes things. 7 mages from different factions competed, but I wasn't sure why. They killed each other using methods I didn't really understand. Red fit my resolutely faith in Holy Trinity. I can see why. I see why. I'm just saying, but there's an anime based on this Holy Grail war. It's called Fate Zero. If you guys don't know, I do recommend watching it. It's dark though, so it can be bloody for anyone who is squeamish about that stuff. One of them was the man in front of me. It meant that he would kill, eventually be killed. I'm sure he felt a ticking of the ice clock, even more cleanly than I did. And Best Girl makes her first appearance. And before long, the Holy Grail will appear. The duty of the Tosakas to obtain it. Above all, the path that we are destined to walk as mages. And with that, ruffled my hair one last time and left. Never saw him again. Father/teacher was one of the masters who participated in the Holy Grail War. He never came home. Da-da-da-dan. Safe travels, father. Bid him farewell as a well-behaved daughter should. I knew I was on the verge of tears, but I didn't let them show. I loved him, a great father and an even greater mage. Mages are stubborn people. As far as I knew, there wasn't a more upstanding man in the whole world. As my instructor, he trained me. As a father, he loved me. I decided to accept the things he left for me, choose my own path. Rin, before long, the Holy Grail will appear. It's a duty of the Sakas to obtain it. Above all, there's a path we are destined to walk as mages. In the end, his final words for me were given as a mage, not a father. That's the moment I made up my mind. Great father? Say that again. If you guys know, you know. Alright, I guess I better do everything I can to become a worthy mage. Only natural for an apprentice to live up to her master's hopes. So because of the Holy Grail War, it's basically the goal of all mages to essentially enter the Holy Grail War. Either basically reach the root, which is basically the origin of magic, blah blah blah. That's how I, Rin Tosaka, grew up after experiencing life's twists and turns. It's been 10 years since my father went off to war. I wouldn't say I've been looking forward to this day, but I am a bit on edge. That goes without saying. After all, that moment which was burned into my memory 10 years ago will soon be upon me again. Woo! 131. See. I hear something. Ring ring. Noise doesn't stop. Such an infernal racket. It's almost as if it's here to avenge my father. I wish it just let me sleep a bit more. In fact, it should. I stayed up into the early hours deciphering my father's will. I used a hell of a lot of magical energy to do it. I'm totally exhausted, body and mind. Ring 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 ring. The alarm clock is deaf to my complaints. When a machine makes a noise that seems like its sole purpose is to remind you that you're late. You're not a morning person as well. Exactly, right? I became a morning person against my will. True, but there's a time and place for everything. No matter how much of an overachiever I am, I should try to make it to school on time, at least for today, if only slightly. But never sleep another 30? That's exactly what I do. Doesn't that sound off? The alarm clock through sleep-heavy eyelids. My hands point to 7 o'clock on the dot. I usually get up at 6:30, which means I've completely used up my safety margin. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, why is my brain so slow in the morning? I glared at the alarm clock for several seconds. The floss logic exactly, right? I shut off the alarm and climbed sluggishly out of bed. Morning chill bites me. The morning chill bites at me as I cross the hallway and enter the parlor. This is the final 7 a.m. in January. Is true? Oh, sorry, I left for summer. No problem. Winters in Fuyuki are relatively warm. Mornings here are as cold as anywhere. When at home, my breath is sweat. You didn't miss much. It's that much colder without anyone else living here. I turn on the heater and go wash up. Single living is so inconvenient at times like these. There was someone else here to wake up before me. The parlor would already be heated. True. I wash my face at the sink. I run a brush through my long hair and get dressed. Chilly morning in a frigid bathroom. The only thing to be said for it is that the cold water mercilessly beats the sleepiness from me. What was that voice? Was Rin, one of the main characters. Final tug on that ribbon at my collar. I finish getting dressed. All that's left is to have breakfast and go to school. The clock reads just past 7. The morning rush feels a bit anticlimactic. Yeah. Of course I'd never do anything so uncouth as sprinting to school. That's what you should do that when you're running late. Baka family motto dictates that we should dictates that we conduct ourselves with confidence and elegance at all times. My ancestors must have been some high and mighty aristocrats. That's what we've been taught through the generations. The anachronistic mansion we live in is proof enough of that. Most of Tosakas are line of spellweavers who practice what is known as magecraft. Every day does they smile on me? Exactly, right? Not just an old family. An admirably storied history. I think all mages can say that. Recommend exactly. But I literally can't talk about it. Truth is, I'm a mage. Who could I even brag about that to? Exactly. The trademark toasted mouth ramen. Exactly. The name suggests magic is what most normal people would see as magic, and make sure it has jam on it. Sounds like supernatural woo-boo. You like to think of it as just wiggling your fingers and saying abracadabra, that's fine too. Hold back in your mouth running. Yeah, that's the best part. I'm kidding. Just think of us as people who chant weird words, make equally weird stuff happen. That said, we don't fly around on broomsticks either. No shoot starts out of wands either. We can do things like that. There's no point, so we don't. We're pretty much heretics who lurk in the shadows of society. We're not allowed to draw attention to ourselves. Anyone who has time for that kind of thing would rather spend it on the research. Ordinary humans might call us magicians. That would be wrong. In fact, there are only 5 magicians in the whole world. Magicians are what we call people who can do something no one else can. They accomplish feats beyond the means of modern science and perform genuine miracles. Similarly, magic is a label we use for mystics. Magical mysteries can't be realized with any amount of time or skill. A magecraft that looks mysterious is something anyone can do with enough time and resources. You guys got that? I'm a mage. The kind of mystics I use are merely magecraft, not true magic. Confusing, I know, but that's how it works. Also, modern civilization doesn't accept the existence of mages. We believe in, manipulate, and study things that can't be measured, which puts us at odds with modern society. Above all, there's no point to any of what we do. We'd be so much happier than just going off to a normal school. Being a normal adult, then you would be studying magecraft. True! New technology has accomplished great things. For the last few centuries, magecraft has been playing catch-up to the progress of civilization. Nothing is impossible for humanity anymore. Miracles that could only be realized with magecraft, distant past, have been reduced to common tools and appliances. True gourmet magic versus dollar store magecraft. Got it? Oh my god, that's actually kind of a good comparison in a way. Even so, magecraft does have its benefits. Just as there are some things only science can accomplish, there remains heights only mystics can reach. If science is racing into the future, then mages are racing in the past. I think the Tosaka Grandmaster said that. Whether you're heading into the past or the future, destination is the same, 0 or something like that. You can shelve the difficult topics for now. Philosophy is for the elderly. Exactly, Tosaka. I finished my breakfast to pick up my bag. Yeah, my pendant. Why couldn't I take something so valuable to school? It would be a waste to leave it behind. That magecraft was Minecraft? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Minecraft-like magic out there. I could even say it is on an entirely different level. I obtained the gem after decoding my father's will last night, sent me with 10 years worth of my own magical energy. I've been told that the Osaka family heirloom jewels passed down since the olden days. This might be one of them. Osaka mages specialize in the conversion and flow of power. Channel our magical energy to precious gems whenever we have a spare moment. Simply put, I'm the good and the Druids are bullets. Other main thing I've inherited from my father is a magic crest engraved into my left arm. Magic crest is proof that I'm the heir to our lineage. It's like all the techniques of the Tsusaku condensed into a tetsu. So she's the heir to her father's magic and her father is dead. For now I stole my pendant, my father's keepsake, in a pocket. So, it's 7:30. Better leave us soon if I don't want to be late for school. And It's actually next week on Saturday or Sunday, because I don't know the whole week until the weekend. I can't, because that's when my hiatus starts, actually, next Saturday/Sunday. Yep, because I'm going on a trip. Month-long trip. But yeah, so I can only stream during the weekdays next week, fortunately. But I hope to see you guys soon, though. Take care of yourself that I'm gone, but when I eventually do. I weave energy into a brief foreign phrase. As a mage, I can't neglect the security of my home base. It still applies even if I've never had so much as a single burglar, lost child, or stray cat wander into my home. Stray cat would be good, though. Actually, I don't think the neighbors have ever even come over to say hello. Exactly, the stray cats are the most important. Look at the mansion that's been my home for over a decade. Yuki is a strange city. Inside of the intersection dividing the residential areas, it's filled with old samurai estates, while the sub Itemon has an abundance of mansions built in European style. Like if I don't comment on Saturday or Sunday, no, that was over for me. No problem. I'll keep the lookout. Family a bunch of foreign families immigrated here long ago. I've never seen a single foreigner around. There's even a cemetery for foreigners in Shinto, the new part of the city. Across the river, but it was built for the generation that immigrated here. Make a mental note to ask the priest about it next time I visit the church. He's nothing if not full of boring trivia for sure. Oh? Something feels off as soon as I step outside. There's no trace of the typical morning bustle. Suspicious. 7:30 in the morning. There normally would be students and workers in the daily commute exactly. Maybe everyone slept in. It's unusually cold today. Everyone must be snuggled up in bed. Sure about that? Even if that were true, it's strange that there isn't a single student on the street. This time of day, I expect to see at least a school uniform or two. And yet, from where I'm standing at the school gate, it looks like morning club activities are just starting up. Which can only mean... Guess who woke up early today? The light side, I turned to face a student who called out to me. It's cold today? It's super boiling where I'm at. First dresses me so casual is Ayako Mitsuzuri. She's my classmate in 2A. She has quite a history. Guess who set their alarm wrong? She waves her hand in front of my face and has to ask if anybody's home. Akko is one of my few friends, and she knows I'm not a morning person. Probably figured out by now. I'm still not completely with it. What's going on here? Mother must have set the clocks go haywire once I took the pendant out of the underground cellar. I always thought their school outfit was so cute.
4月の新入生獲得のために少しぐらいは見栄えを良くしとかないと。
そう、気苦労が絶えないのね、相変わらず。
Extracurricular recruitments are rough. I know from experience.
あ、ついでだから見ていく？登坂が見学する分には男どもも喜ぶけど。
Wish Ren was watching me.
弓道部か。
I am acquainted with 3 of its members. And as Ayako, the girl I'm talking to now, I barely ever speak to the other 2. Those latter 2, there's one that I actually can't explain away as simply an acquaintance. My friend was Ayako, the club captain. I've been watching the club from afar.
そうね、様子を見るだけなら付き合うわ。早く来すぎたからやることもないし。
Hey.
よし、じゃあ善は急げ。早速行こう。
Just going? Sure. Our school's trademark is this well-equipped archery range. Like Ayako, name, that sounds familiar. Sure, the school board has a passion for Kyudo, traditional Japanese archery. They built a magnificent range on campus. Kind of a waste for a high school, to be honest. Not a waste. Akka tugs on my arm, looking somewhat pleased. Actually, I don't remember. Actually, no. Did they place? I don't know. Being honest, her brusque way of speaking is a bad habit. Well, is this an anime? Yeah! Actually, as a visual, this is the game that released first, and then it became an anime, too, in fact. The first one is Fate Stay Night by Studio Dean, that came out in 2006, if I remember correctly. 2007. And then the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works came out in the 2010s. Nako said, "There's no one else at the range. It's a Japanese tea that's so hot, numbs my tongue as you prepare ahead for today's classes." The difference between the 2 of them is the routes they follow. The original anime follows the route called the Saber route, and then the Unlimited Blade Works route follows the Ren route, the girl that we're focusing on right now. Hot drink is delicious in the quiet, wintry archery range. They're feeling something good, but I don't know if she'll survive to see the end. Just the occasion to ask me something completely ridiculous. Go watch it tomorrow Sunday, maybe? Yeah! The first one is like 30-something episodes, and then Unlimited Blade Works is like 20-something episodes. Maybe you can watch either. Since they technically tell the same story, just different routes. In my opinion, just watch whichever one interests you the most. And then there's also a prequel anime called Fate Zero as well if you want to watch that too. Which anime is a good mashup of all of the routes, not really recommended. True. I know people who swear by it. Yeah. Yeah, so there's also the prequel Fate Zero anime if you want to check that out as well. Those are the 3. And it's also the Heaven's Feel movies as well, actually. That's the 3rd route. I don't know if there's online copies of them out there or out. It should be at this point in time, right? I should did a proper Fate route anime. True. I hope so. I hope that they do so as well. The fish Heaven's Feel, so hopefully. Picture is amazing, exactly. Oh yeah, but like, just say every single anime does have violence and gore and some stuff in it. It makes, I don't say it's excessive gore. It does have some disturbing topics in it.
No comment. 遠坂が手を沸かすまではこっちも秘密さ。で、どうなのよ。その疲れた顔を見ると脈ありって感じだけど。
こっちもノーコメント。あなたに隠してもどうせ見抜かれるか。残念ながらこっちはまだよ。綾子の方はお互いのんびりしてる余裕はないはずだけど。
You know, just take your time around to ooh.
そうなんだけど。私も雲行きは怪しいわ。とりあえず取り繕うことはできるけど、ことがことでしょ。この先の命運がかかってるんだから妥協するわけにもいかないし。
Only matters, you know, exactly. I don't know who's the anime maker who I is. Oh, which one?
勝手に決めて私に負けるのも
Doesn't lose to me.
も
Won't
ちろん
lose if you pick me randomly.
私にとって重要なのはあんたを任すことだもの。何が手に入るとか何を手に入れるとかは二の次よ。
Most confidently.
似た者同士ね、私たち。
ええ、初めて会った時に言ったでしょ。あんたとはそういう関係にあるんだって。
Akira Toriyama? Ah, Dragon Ball author, yeah. The person who also designed Dragon Quest and everything. I think also the recently released Sand Planet as well. Yeah. Hard for that. Yeah, I know. Sad that he's not here anymore. Dragon Ball is like such an integral part of like culture, you know? Anime culture, I mean. And even history. She said, didn't she? Let her be killed. I'm sure that's how it will be between the two of us. I was genuinely surprised to have someone say that right off the bat. Translation. Our friendship won't bloom unless we're constantly trading blows. That's what Yaku was getting at. This was a great part of my childhood. Me too. I used to read Dragon Ball Z in English, and then I read a couple of the manga in Korean volumes because I didn't have access to the EN ones. I agree with her. Years since then, I still hadn't figured out whether she was my friend or my nemesis.
ところでさ、私たちなんでこんな話してるんだっ
Watched it more than 2 or 3 times. Yeah, it must have exactly right. I haven't watched the newer Dragon Ball properties back in the day, but I was playing Dragon Ball and like Chrono Trigger and stuff recently, a couple years back. So I do feel sadness the fact that I can't get his great art anymore.
なんでって言い出したのは遠坂でしょ。あんたがいつまでも彼氏がいないのは女としてどうよなんてこぼすもんだから。なら3年になる前にどっちが先に男作るかって勝負になったんじゃない。
I never had a boyfriend.
け
Never had a girlfriend.
売り言葉に買い言葉ってやつだった。で、遅れを取った方が一日言いなりになるんだっけ？
ええ、今時子供でも交わさない約束だけど、あんたと私に限って往生際が悪いってことはないでしょ。どんな結果になろうと負けた方はおとなしく勝者に従うことになる。それを思うと私は今から楽しみで楽しみで。
Went to Chrono Trigger series one day. He's a character designer in those numbers. So yeah, he is. I want to play Chrono Trigger. It's not super long for a JRPG. It's like around 10 to 20ish hours, I think, if I remember correctly, on average. Or longer to do everything. Yeah. What's the best anime you all watched? I don't know. I watched so much anime over the years. Kind of hard, right? It's hard to say what the best anime is. Well, one anime I'm looking forward to next season, though, is Natsume Jincho. It has, I think, 7 or 8 seasons now. It's based about a guy who moves into a small country town where there's like yokais, aka the demons, after him. Japanese demons after him because it looks exactly like his grandmother, where she took all their names and he finds the book of names and decides to return them all back. And he's accompanied by this fat cat called Nyako Sensei. So yeah. It's basically an episodic story where each episode spans across a different yokai and how they lost their name to his grandmother. Yeah. Well, that's one of my favorite anime. Nyako Snickers and Delight. My goodness. After Lisa's City is, to put it mildly, a handful. I'm looking forward to winning myself, so that goes for us both.
そうけど三つりさん、楽しむのは結構だけど目的をたがえないように気をつけなさい。勝負になる。
分かってるって。遠坂より早く遠坂が心底羨ましがるような関係になる。
Is FGO? Unless it's Space Day Nights. It is what FGO is inspired by. This is the first ever game of the Fate series. The one that started it all.
私たちにとってはそれが一番厄介な問題なんだが、どんなにいい男だろうと好きになれなきゃ意味がない。
Akasai is heavy. From what I've heard, she's known as a bit of a misandrist. I put too much stock in gossip, though. She made this bet at all. Means less that she just doesn't like boys, more that she hasn't found the right person.
ちょっと
Side.
私たちって何よ私たちって
Be psych, I don't really have a favorite anime. Yeah, there's too much anime out there that's good, right, at this point.
断
hard
って
to
おき
say.
ますけど私はそっちと違って冷血感じゃありません男の子を好きになるなんて問題でも何でもないわ
Fucking a boy.
ああ、それ嘘。もしくは気づいていないだけ。遠坂が男を気にかけるなんてことは絶対ないもの。
And boys because you're tsundere.
今まで数えきれないぐらい告白されたくせに一つも色良い返事してないじゃない。少しでも興味があるなら付き合おうって思うでしょ。
発想が貧困ねその場合すでに好きな相手がいるから断ってるって話もありじゃない
Feelings.
うわ、すっごい美談。いいね、そういうの。ロマンだな。
Because Tone isn't mocking, she nods solemnly. Her side tells me that it would be nice if it were true. I don't believe myself. I really can't hide anything from her.
そうね私もそう思う
She's right, and I'm very well how cold I am.
認めるわ私こと恋愛に関しては素人みたい
That's a pinpoint, especially for this series. I watched too many. But for me, my favorite is The Silent Voice. Ooh, that's a really good movie. I love the manga as
そう
well.
いうこと。似た者同士だって言ったのも遠坂でしょ。ってもうじき7時か。秘密の話はこの辺にしとこう。いつ人がやってくるかわからないし、朝になったら学生らしく振る舞わないとな。
まあ三辻さんにもそういう世間体があったなんて意外だわええこれだけでも早起きした甲斐があったみたい
あんたほど筋金入ってないけどね。私の世間体なんて遠坂凛に比べたら灯籠の斧ってもんよ。あんたの猫っかぶりは擬態っていうより別人格のレベルよ。別人格。
Agree, manga is great as well. Exactly. I make a DC server. What's a D? What's does DC stand for? Akko sniffs exaggeratedly. I emptied the rest of the teacup she poured me and brewed a new pot. Yummy.
で、遠坂はどうして部活に入らないのよ。運動神経がないなんてざれ言は聞かないからね。
Discord? I'm boomer. I don't use a lot of social media platforms. I do plan to make a Discord at some point. I think I'll make a Discord after we come back from hiatus though, because I'm gonna be gone for a month starting from next week, so I don't figure right now it would be an apt time to make it.
あら肺活量では三辻さんに負けたわよ私あと体重も三辻さんのが上だったけど
And wait, ouch, the roast.
やったー、重さで3キロ上回ったって体重で勝っても嬉しくないってのよこのタヌキ。
I don't know how to set up those. I was googling it. I'm still a bit confused, but I'll figure it out. Slaps the table.
お茶がこぼれるでしょ
I was watching tutorial YouTube
首
videos.
相なんだから道場は大事になさいう
るさい。私は首相である前に遠坂のライバルだ。
But first, I could have some more after
部
that.
員がいなけりゃあんたに食ってかかるのは当然よ。
Yeah. Akko side-eyes me with a huff. He has a unique idea about beauty. Beautiful woman must walk the martial path. She's always going on about that. Not surprisingly, she's well versed in most martial arts. Judo was a discipline she was least skilled at. She joined the club and worked her way up to captain. Oh, lazy for real. One of the top 3 people in our school. At least one to mess
あ
with.
ら部員がいなければ首相じゃないなんて問題発言じゃない
whoops.
それ
Right click.
問題発言なもんです
I'm
か。
like, yo.
私はお飾りの首相だからできることって言ったら不良部員を取り締まることだけよ。
Mark ouchies.
私以上にしゃがりっぱなやつがいるんだから首相としての面目なんてないわ。
そうなの藤村先生三辻さんは飛び抜けてうまいって言ってたけど
Mhm.
あの人がそう言うんならそりゃ少しは自信が持てるけど
She efficient.
まあいなくなっちまったやつのことなんて考えても仕方ないか。
そうそう 噂をすれば影。そろそろ部員がやってくる頃でしょ。
何見ていかないの？
見てもわからないもの。遠くから眺める分にはいいけどね。不心得者が道場にいるわけにはいかないでしょ。
Yeah. To get out to leave, the first club members begin entering the archery range.
おはようございます、師匠。
And this is Sakura, one of the 3 girls.
ああ、おはようマト。今朝は一人？
はい、力になれず申し訳ありません。
ああ、いいっていいって。本人が弓をやらないって言うんなら、
Sakura,
無理はさせて
yeah!
仕方がない。
Aka speaks to the first comer to arrive.
それじゃあ失礼するわ。また後でね、三辻さん。
ああ、また後でね、遠坂。
お疲れ様です、遠坂先輩。ありがとう。さくらもしっかりね。
Now we met all our 3 main girls: Saber, emiya's servant, Rin, who we are currently playing as, and Sakura. I leave the dojo behind so as not to get in the way.
いやあ、遠坂。おはよう。朝から君に会えるなんてついてるな。
Ew! Shinji! Oh no, and here comes the person I least wanted to see.
おはよう、マト君。今日は早いのね。
I remember, me and my friends would always call him, seaweed hair.
当たり前だろ。首相なんだから。早めに来ないと1年に示しがつかないじゃないか。
Get that blush off your face. Shimato from Class 2C grins at me. He's the vice captain of the Kudo Club and darling of half the girls at school. Why, though? It's mostly thanks to his looks. What looks? Of course, but he's also admired for his good grades, social graces, being kind to girls, and being overall heartthrob or something like that. Gojo. I really don't follow that kind of stuff. It's just what I hear my classmates say.
そう。ご機嫌なところ悪いんだけど、一文字抜けてるわ、マト君。大事な字だから忘れない方がいいと思うけど。
一文字抜けてるって何がさ。
Being not annoying.
幸福の福。字は違うけど響きは一緒でしょ、副首相さん。気をつけなさい。別に首相も副首相も変わらないけど、変に意識するとこだわってるみたいに聞こえるでしょ。
I get him, Ren.
そうだね。今後は気をつける。ありがとう、遠坂。
お礼を言われるようなことはしてないけど、まあマト君がそう思ったのなら私には関係ないか。
With that, I turn to leave the range.
ちょっと待てよ。見学に来たんだろ。なら見ていけばいいじゃないか。
Only reason why I'm streaming Fate, by the way, is because actually there's very strict licenses on most visual novels, but Fate, it's okay to stream all of it. So yeah.
遠慮するわ。練習の邪魔をしたくないもの。
Listen, I don't know if we'll stream all of it though. Maybe one day, but definitely not right now.
そんなの構わないよ。他の連中が気に障るんなら締め出すからさ。ちょっと寄っていけって。
だから邪魔をする気はないって言ってるでしょ。
Yeah, Shinji, listen to what she's saying.
それに私、別に弓道に興味があるわけじゃないから。知らないやつの試合を見ても嬉しくないわ。
なんだよ、遠坂。弓道に興味はなかったのか。
Nope.
へえ。だっていうのに、放課後になると遠くから見てたのは、そういうわけかな。
I don't know what he's playing at. He seems to have seriously misunderstood things. Exactly.
なんだ、知ってたの、マト君。
ああ、よく目があったんだぜ。僕と遠坂。シャオってさ、斬新の時に限って、遠坂は僕を見てたよ。声を返したかったけど、一応決まりでね。車上では声を上げちゃいけないんだ。
I just realized he had the same VA as Natsume. It's coming out next. Coming out next season. Jeez, that I said that. That sudden cause scared me for a second. Then she starts closing in on me, complete with himself. I see the triumphant glint in his eye. Repeating with an affable smile. You mean that disgusting smile.
勘違いしてたよ。
Oops, I skipped that.
遠坂は弓が好きなんだと思ってたけど、弓道には興味がないんだろ。ならなんで遠坂は道場を見ていたのかな。
Amazon, you don't approve it exactly. Ah, now I see. It would sound like that, wouldn't it?
離れてくれないかしら、マト君。私、あまり人に近寄られるのは好きじゃないし。
Stay away!
ん
You're breathing right now?
遠坂。
Yeah. Ugh, ugh.
あ、切れた。ここまで言ってもわからないのね。
The restraining order!
趣味じゃないけど仕方ないか。簡単にあなたにも理解できるように言ってあげる。いい、マト君。私は弓道に興味がない以上にあなたに興味がない
So
って言ってる。
hungry.
実際あなたが車上にいたなんて今初めて知ったぐらいだし、きっとこれからも。
なんだと。
Just say exactly. I should touch a nerve in case he tries to grab me roughly. Get your hands off! I twist out of his reach and turned to leave. Heck yeah.
それじゃあね、マト君。自意識過剰なのも結構だけど、ほどほどにしておいた方がいいわよ。
遠坂、お前。
Little? No, you're the one, you little... It sounds like he's about to say something, but he keeps his temper and doesn't chase after me. Yo! Yo! That's all style, no substance? You mean no brain? He had even a little backbone. Who around him wouldn't suffer nearly so much. Oh, I played this. Yeah! The rear entrance to the campus from the archery range. It's past 7 now, but there still aren't students in the hallways. Yo, 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 yo.
遠坂さんだ。おはようございます、藤村先生。
Jimura! Hi, guys.
はよう遠坂さん。ちゃんと挨拶してくれて
Fun. It
先
is
生は
fun.
嬉しいよ。
Everyone pretends to sob in delight. Maybe hard to believe this extraordinarily affectionate, happy-go-lucky woman. Actually a teacher here.
先生、ちゃんと挨拶をする以外にする挨拶があるのでしょうか？
あるわよ。1年生はちゃんと挨拶してくれるんだけどね。上級生になってくると私の名字で挨拶しないんだから。
Other teacher, yeah, Taiga's so sweet.
はあ、よくわかりませんけど、先生に失礼なことはしませんが。
よしよし。ああ、みんながみんな遠坂さんみたいだったらいいのにな。
We definitely need like a 5-star Taiga in FGO at some point. Already going to see ya. Miss Fushimura leaves. Fushimura, I mean, leaves. Fortunately, she is my homeroom teacher. Miss Fushimura teaches English. Her sunny attitude belies her expert rank in Japanese fencing. Kendo. Student days they called her the Fuyuki Tiger. Yeah. That's the mystery, though. I think someone known as a tiger would be feared, not adored, right? Miss Fushimura clearly heads off in the direction of the archery range. For some reason, she's a faculty advisor to the Kyudo Club instead of the Kendo Club. We'll find out why. It's just before 7:30. You can see students doing their club activities on the school grounds. There's hardly anyone indoors. Except...
遠坂。
Osaka. Both bursts out my name like I did something wrong every time he sees me.
あら、生徒会長。こんな朝早くから校舎の見回り？それとも各部室の手入れかしら？どっちでもいいけど相変わらず豆ね、そういうとこ。
そういうお前こそ何を企んでいる。部活動もしていないお前がこんな早くに何の用か。
ただの気まぐれよ。竜斗くんちみたいに早起きじゃないもの、私。
Doing has a president handsome face darkens with suspicion. He seems to have it out for me. I really don't know why. Maybe he was saying, some people are so dull past is what started it, maybe.
一つ聞いておくが、最近夜遅くまで校舎にいたことはあるか、遠坂。
ないわね。私が帰宅部だって知ってるでしょ、竜斗くんは。
For anyone who doesn't know what a go home club means, it basically means you go straight home after school and you don't have any extracurriculars. I wish that was me, but I was not when I went.
当然だ。生徒会長を任された以上、全校生徒の情報は把握している。
そうなら私に聞くまでもないでしょ。なんだってそんなことを聞くか知らないけど、生徒会の仕事を部外者に押し付けちゃまずいんじゃない？情報収集は一人でやりなさいよ。私みたいな部外者に頼らないで。
たわけ、お前のどこが部外者だ？うちの会計の首根っこ掴んで悪さをしたのを知らぬと思ったが、このめぎつれ。
あら、人聞きが悪いわね。あれは三辻さんに頼まれて部費の割合を明らかにしただけでしょ。
You know how many Undertale universes there is? Do you mean like fan games? There's a lot. I've never actually played any fan games before. I know the biggest one recently was Undertale like Yellow or something. It's on Twitter.
みんなの予算がどこに使われているか調べるなんて生徒として当然の行為だと思うけど。
なんと、うちの会計を1週間休ませた精神的ダメージが当然の行為なのか。とんでもない倫理観をお持ちのようだな、相変わらず。
300? That's a lot. I mean, is that fan games?
部下の手綱ぐらいちゃんと握ってなさい。
Fan games are cool though.
文化系ばかりひいきするのはフェアじゃないわ。
I love the Pokemon one.
わかっている。だからこそ俺の手で不正を正したかったのだが。
Look, Underfell. I don't know that one. Actually, no, I think I heard of that one. Oh, our main character, our main boy, Mia, Shirou. Just then, unexpected visitor makes his presence known.
と、悪い。頼んだのはこっちなのに、エミヤに任せっきりにしてしまった。許せ。
Don't worry about it. Where's the next one? Don't have much time. There he is. There he is.
前から調子が悪かったそうなんだが、この度ついに天寿を全うされた。
It's completely broken. I can't fix it. Be easier to buy a new one.
そうなんだが、一応見てくれると助かる。俺から見れば臨終だが、お前から見れば仮病かもしれん。
I mean, it's not really voiced. Okay, I'll try. Broken by the other student, the president leaves. I stopped thinking during this sudden turn of events. The boy, wrench and screwdriver in hand, turns out he remembered something. You're early today, Tosaka. Perhaps misogyny Shiro has. He kinda does, doesn't he? He awkwardly mutters and leaves. You're Redden's best girl. It's supposed to be a greeting? The president and a student called Emiya walk off into the distance. I would be sure Emiya from class 2C.
それはいいんだけどさ。
How do I put it? The wrench looked right at home in his hands. I'm not sure if it's because it makes him look tough or handy. Sorry. The handy part made me laugh. 7:30 a.m. There's nobody else in classroom 2A. I sit at my desk and flip through my math workbook. It's still 30 minutes until morning homeroom. I've got time to kill until my classmates start arriving. Ugh! Math! Ouch. My brain. Anyway. I'm actually pretty good at math, so I just don't like numbers. Classroom is lively as lunch break begins after 4th period. School has a cafeteria, but only about half of the students stay in the room. Mostly girls that stay behind. The girls think the cafeteria is a bit too liberal with the seasoning, so...
東坂さん、よかったらお昼ご飯一緒に食べませんか
Osaka-san. Basically. I mean, he has very stubborn values, and the entire point is changing his values. Well, except for that one value. But girls tend to enjoy our lunches as a group.
ありがとう、三枝さん。けどごめんなさい。私今日は学食なんです。今朝は寝過ごしてしまってお弁当を作る余裕がなかったものですから。いや、そうなんですか。ごめんなさい。そうとも知らず呼び止めてしまって。
Saikusa looks guilty at her feet. Aw. When there are fun, well-behaved students of Class A, she's the most demure. For some reason, she's really nice to me. It's not demure like some meme or something on Twitter. I saw something like that, and I was just like, I don't remember.
余計なことだなんてそんなことはありません。今日はたまたまだから気にしないで。また明日これに懲りず声をかけてください。
Pat her down as gently as I can, offer a genuine smile.
はい。でも遠坂さんでも寝過ごすことがあるんです
Yeah,
ね。
it's a me that came from TikTok. Oh, TikTok. Yeah, I just heard about it. I don't know anything. I don't know really much about TikTok though. Very demure, very mindful. Is that the full phrase? Yeah, I'm not behind. I'm not up to my meme games. Perhaps my spell made her feel better. Sayagusa turned back to her table, looking relieved. She's adorable. Yeah. Kika Sayagusa's and job said gorgeous, but her smile always puts everyone around her at ease. Yeah, she's so adorable.
そうなんです。なんとかごまかしてますけど、本当は寝ぼすけなんですよ、私。部活だって朝起きられないから。
Full phrase.
ないです。
I see. Sayagusa somehow maintains an elegant air, even when startled. Watching her reactions is always so calming. Doesn't mean I have time to just stand here and talk. Have a conversation with someone so disarming. Naomi is bound to show herself.
それじゃあ食堂に行ってきます。三枝さんもごゆっくり。はい、遠坂さんも。
Sayagusa-san mo. Sayagusa and I exchange some graceful greetings and she returns to her friends. Then she's eating with Kate, Makidera, and Hane Himura, I think. Alright, wasn't Sayagusa the track and field club manager? Makidera and Himura are the track and field club's rising stars. There is a bad influence with whom I go window shopping on days off. I don't know Himura too well.
振られたね、ゆきっち。だから言ったでしょ。遠坂は弁当持ってこないって。釣りたかったらあいつの分も飯用意しないとね。マキ、それは私たちも食堂に移動すればいいだけの話では。
We'll all go to cafeteria together.
ダメダメ。食堂は狭いんだ
Right.
から。弁当組が座れるスペースなんてねっての。それに遠坂と同席してみなさい。前の休みだってさ、二人で遊びに行ったのにあいつだけ得しちゃってさ。
Hey, stop being mean.
やだよね。
Best girl.
離れかけた優等生は。
Akidera takes hold of Sayagusa's desk as she continues her rant about me. But her foul mouth, she actually works Kimono really well. A picturesque Japanese beauty.
君の陰口は遠坂城に聞こえているようだ
Exactly. Meanwhile, Himura's cool and solid demeanor are a complete foil to that of Makidera.
やべ、遠坂に聞かれた。ゲゲ、めっちゃ睨んでるじゃん、あいつ。別に遠坂さん、マキちゃんを睨んでなんかないと思うけど。睨んでんだよ、あれ。あいつは笑ってる時が一番怖いんだから。なんだよ、いいじゃんか、口が。多めに見ろよ。私と遠坂の仲だろ。たい焼きおごってやっただろ。
Makidera puffs her cheeks out in a pout, giving her disposable chopsticks in the air. Ataki is like that fish pastry that you usually see on I think the internet. A lot of people buy it and put it on their Instas or something, right? Which I don't have. That her hobby is collecting wind chimes. Both works in strange ways. At any rate, it's rude to Sayagusa to stare at the three of them. But between me and the foul-mouthed Makidera, Sayagusa looks like she doesn't know what to do with herself.
気にしないでいいのよ、三枝さん。
Is this it?
それと牧寺さん、おごらされたのは私で、品物はたい焼きではなくクレープでした。無意識に事実を改ざんする悪癖、次あたりに直さないと考えますよ。
I mean, crepes are good too, though.
マジ怖え、あの笑顔。
Changing some moving some stuff around the window first. Ignore the bright flashes of light as I return back to the main screen. Hidara holds up her lunchbox. It's like something kind of a shield. The odd trio farewell and leave the classroom. Glad the door closed. Oops.
なんだよ、大差ないじゃんか、たい焼きもクレープも。どっちも甘いの、皮で包んでるんだからさ。
There are others something blasphemous for a girl. They are different. I agree.
たい焼きとクレープが同じですって？
Exactly, they're different. They both taste good. She even human? All desserts the same to her? Found out that her taste buds can distinguish 450 500 yen, very, very berry from the 80 yen takoya edomaya. Oh, damn you, Kate Makidera. I could have saved 420 yen. Okay, there's a difference. It will taste good though. I'll still be tired from last night. Artoria sounds like a pain. I'll just buy some bread from the counter and eat on the roof. I purchased my lunch and head to the unoccupied roof. What's different in the summertime, during the winter, the roof is a convenient place to eat that other students tend to avoid. Like, for example, my favorite taiyaki is the red bean one. The custard one is good too, but red bean is the OG and it's my fave. In Korean we call it bungeopang, and for Koreans my favorite is strawberry. Basically anything that has fruits in it. It's too cold to hang out here during lunch. A small price to pay for privacy. Indulgent tomato sandwich. Ugh! Tomato! Rin! I don't like tomatoes. But if I had a tomato, I'd do it for you. And hot lemon drink I bought from the cafeteria. Simple lunch. Made all the more delicious by the fact that I can enjoy it up here in peace. I never had taiyaki. It's good! Especially the ones that are on the street markets, they're the best. Or like the small small local stores. Yeah. That's when you know it's the good ones. Finish the sandwich and sip on the warm lemony drink. I'm a little tired. I mean, I did know they sell some at some Asian stores, like boba places or whatever. I don't know if they're the authentic good ones. Well, I don't have to get them like the good ones. Or just tomato, exactly. It's like, how could tomato be the main one? I mean, I wouldn't even put tomato in my sandwich at all, but that's just me. I have to balance between being an overachiever with avoiding human contact as much as possible. The saying goes, one should be accomplished as both the pen and the sword. Point of pride, a conviction that I'd be the top student of the school. Decided that if I was going to be a student, that would be the very best. And no one ever was. I'm kidding. I don't want people looking down on the Tosaka name. That's how I learned Tosaka came to be a perfect, flawless student. On the other hand, occupation as a mage is dangerous. This shouldn't associate kid. Hello. Oh, we stop behaving? Damn it. And is my chat box fun? You back? Okay, we're good. Yeah, OBS has been acting a bit weird today. I kind of noticed it before I started shooting, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad though, because it wasn't like that bad earlier, but now it's like really bad. You're back? Okay, that's good though. As long as we're back. I hang out with Makidera on my days off. I turn down invitations from more social people like Saigusa. It's difficult walking the tightrope of being the #1 student at school, making sure I don't become anybody else's #1. And sure, there are times when it tires me out and I feel like life is a real drag. Oh, it's already time? Finish the hot lemon drink and stand up. That's enough sentimentality for today. I'm gonna go back downstairs and become Rin Tosaka again. The fake Rin Tosaka. So.
では、ホームルームを終了する。日直は西と戸締まりの確認を。
Thought this guy was here.
部活動のない生徒は速やかに帰宅するように。
As to his teacher gives a usual spiel and leaves the room. As far as I know, he said it exactly the same way all year. I mean, yeah, sunset. Yeah.
やっぱりそうか。マトのやつ、今朝は特に荒れてたからさ。
The ringer, she just talked back to him. True.
をかけてしまったかしら、三辻さん。
別に、マトが下級生をいびるのはいつものことだし、あれはあれでいい精神鍛錬になるよ。
Both character, are you sure? He's complete jerk. I'm about to say something worse.
じゃあ た今度。
はいはい。これに懲りず、また寄っていってちょうだい。
I made my way home without taking any detours. My time as reading Tosaka, the honor student, ends once I leave the school. This half of the day is reserved for the other me. Become a mage of the Tosaka. Yeah. When I arrive back at the house, I'm greeted with a pulsing light of my answering machine.
留守電なんて珍しいな。相手はやっぱりあんたか、キレ。
Isn't Kiri gonna be the New Year servant this year, if I remember correctly? I feel I know what he's going to say, but I better listen or I won't hear the end of it later. Oh, I mean servant, I meant an FGO. Press the play button and hear a familiar male voice.
わかっていると思うが、期限は明日までだぞ、リン。あまり悠長に構えられては困る。残る席はあと2つだ。
Go to Kobe Shonen. You're right. And his I always get pissed off when I get his 3-star Mappa Tofu craft essence. I was summoning recently the Guda Guda banner for the 4-star and maybe the 5-star. That'd be nice since she has white hair. But anyway, I literally got 3 Mappa Tofu in a row and I'm like, stop. Staff game. You're so mean. The priest cuts straight to the point. Liar, I bet you could find him active right away. Yep. Yeah, so as you can see, Ren wants to enter the death game. To honor her family. The Hemsworth movie was so funny. It was. I loved it. Get a message in simple language. If you're going to fight, then be ready by today. If you aren't, then retire because you're in the way. Well, to be expected, I guess. Today's the last day I can drag this out. Thankfully, I managed to decipher Father's notes yesterday. The battle preparations are in order. All that's left is to seize the right to participate, as he said.
たった一つきりの聖杯を奪い合う殺し合い。何百年も前から伝わってきた聖杯の儀式か。
Each takes part in a Holy Grail city war called the Masters. As it denotes a rank of any kind, it merely describes their role. The condition to participate in the Holy Grail war: you must summon a familiar called a servant and form a contract with them. Yep. Regardless of your skills as a mage, you're not recognized as a master unless you command a servant. There's a clear difference between servants and normal familiars. The way you summon and use them are different. And servants are basically famous people from history. I thought are like from really popular like fairy tales, novels, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're a fictional character. Mages who plan to fight in the Holy Grail War are summoning catalysts, but
父さんもセイバーにゆかりのものを残してくれればよかったのに。
I don't own any relics with a connection to a servant. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, so to summon a servant, you need something that connects them from their past to this timeline. I could summon one, yes. In fact, I could do it right now if I wanted to, as well as form a contract. This town's ley lines are under the jurisdiction of the Tosaka. I'm the heir to a clan that's administered the land for generations. The performance will not take a backseat to some visiting mage. Although while that is true, it'd be awfully incompetent of me to embark on a figurative voyage without a compass. Savvy, hey! Apparently, a few minutes to come in to say hi. Thank you! Hi, back to you too. Yeah, so we're currently at the beginning of the end, the part where Rin is explaining how the Holy Grail War works. How's Best Girl War going? Rin has already won. No contest. My completely unbiased opinion, objective opinion, right, guys? Just kidding. In other words, I need some outrageously valuable item. Sword or a piece of armor that servant owned. Maybe a bone or heraldry related to them.
これはこれでものすごい切り札なんだけど。
And I discovered in the basement last night is an ancient artifact of the highest quality. Not count the rest of the universe. Yeah. Otherwise, no. It's amazing all on its own. Well, I want to help me summon a servant.
いいわよ。そんなものに頼らなくたってなんとかなるわ。そもそも私以外
Lots
の
of
セ
other
ーバー
versions
を扱えるマス
of
ター
herself.
もいるはずないし。
You mean Arash and Ishtar? Yeah, they're so cute too. Ah, they're all cute. Alright, I made up my mind. Rather not get another earful. Waiting until the last minute doesn't sit right with me. I don't really doing last minute though. The real challenge begins. Tonight I'm going to summon a servant while I'm in my peak condition and acquire Saber by force. We're soon gonna meet the character, which is the reason why I started playing. Late night. The clock reads almost 2 a.m. It's the period where everything lines up. Condition peaks at 2 a.m. sharp. In terms of limits, this will be my first and last chance. I can't afford even the slightest mistake.
消去の中に大挙。大挙の陣を4つ刻んで、召喚の陣で囲んだ。
Oh. Let's go. Inscribe magic circles into the floor of the basement. Actually, it doesn't take a major evocation to call forth a servant. Servants are invited by the Holy Grail. Masters anchor them to the world and supply the magical energy to materialize them. Servants are the ones who choose to respond to the summons. Understand, guys, don't spoil. Don't put any major spoilers for people who are VOD watchers in the future, or people who haven't watched or played Fate before.
ソニは我が大使、シュバインロー。降り立つ風には壁を。四方の門は閉じ、王冠より出る。王国に至る三サロは循環せよ。
I guess what I mean by that is like, don't spoil the servants' identities until for the stream, I guess, technically. Even though it's probably spoiled at this point, but anyway. Anyone can come here, not know anything, so. Better to keep cautious and focus. 6 circles are normally drawn with blood. Tonight I draw mine with melted jewels. Ouch! That must be so expensive. Think of half of the jewels I've accumulated over my lifetime. I'll never financially recover from this if it fails. Definitely.
繰り返し都度におたべ。ただ満たされる時を破却する。
It's almost 2 a.m. I finished drawing the summoning circle, passed down to the Chisako line, face it with all my being. I felt a formless switch within myself. The click, I feel my insides turn over to something else. The normal nerve inverts and becomes circuits for conducting magical energy. Then Tasaka is no longer human. She's just a component in the execution of mystics. Oh, flashing lights, not from my fingers. No, I filled it up from my fingers. The mana I'm taking in is so dense, it overrides my bodily sensations. Also, I'm being destroyed at the same time I'm being filled. Running through my body is the power, mana from the atmosphere, converted into a different type of energy through my body's circuits. The mage's body is nothing but circuits. Circuits to connect the ethereal to the material. Oh, the single outcome we produce is what we call magecraft. The body grows hot. It seems like horns are growing from my forehead. It seems like wings are sprouting from my back. It seems like scales are covering my hands. It's like there's water pooling around my ankles. Blood drips. Stab. Stab. Swords pierce my body. These are the stigmata that reject my body. becomes the circuits. No matter how gifted a mage is, we're only human. Human body, it is something we must live with whenever we use Minecraft. The cycle doesn't let up. Beyond the agony, deep within the trance, there's a mental state necessary for connection. Pain wrinkles in my left arm. To aid the caster, my magic crest autonomously begins an incantation, invading my nervous system. Ow. Mana in the atmosphere I've taken in turns to blood. It's like molten lead, and my activated magic crest resembles thorny nerves. The crunching sensation, it creeps through my body like a thorny centipede. Within the hurt, I forget myself. At the same time, I can feel it taking hold of me, like I've reached where I need to go. Hypersensitive hearing picks up the ticking clock in the parlor. 10 seconds left until 2 a.m. Power filling my body is unquestionably complete. Let's go! Time to begin. I convert the mana I've collected into magical energy for fixation. All that's left is to feed all that energy into the engine, summoning circle until my body runs dry. Go! Vision goes dark. Lies before me now is the fifth factor, meant to be imperceptible to the naked eye. The vision shuts off on its own, fearing what it might see. Go. Oh, and then we'll see what service she summons. That went off without a hitch. It feels so perfect, it's like I'm rolling in a well with a fishing rod. Flawless! I'm positive I just drew the strongest card. I can't wait for my vision to return. Like a few more seconds, and when it does, I'm sure the strongest servant will be nowhere in sight. Huh? What happened to Rin's servant, guys? Nothing's there. The room doesn't look different at all. I spun that much ether into this ritual, only for absolutely nothing to materialize. On top of that, I think I just heard something explode in the parlor. Yo! I bolt. I head's empty at this point. I just run. I race up the stairs from the basement. Much of the parlor is askew off its hinges. There isn't any point in turning the doorknob. Since it won't open whether I push or pull. I get down and burst into the room. And when I enter the parlor, everything becomes clear. Whoa, the reason why I started playing Fate. Everything is in tatters. Rubble is strewn across everything, as if something has fallen through the ceiling. On top of it all sits a man cocking his head arrogantly. Must be some kind of criminal. No, that's your servant. Yeah, I got into Fate. I watched the Fate Stay Night anime first because I saw this guy and I was like, who is this guy? I need to know. And that's the reason why I started playing. And after that, I got attached to Rin. She became my best girl. But yeah, he's the reason why I started playing. I have this costume. And after I started outfit, yeah. But something engraver draws my attention. Good thing they're free. Grandfather clock. How escape destruction tells the time precisely. Now I remember. Right, of course. The clocks were an hour ahead today, weren't they? Which means it's 1 a.m. Still a full hour left until I'm in peak skill casting form. Well, she screwed up because she's got to change the clocks back. For why? It can't be the white hair. Maybe that is the reason. Yeah, I saw him as he says that. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? Alex says that. Also, his outfit's really cool. can complete tasks as well as anybody else, suffer from the curse of my genetics. When it really counts, it's how I manage to bungle things on an unbelievable level. You could say that about Fate Zero again. That reminds me. Have you guys watched Carnival Phantasm? I love that show. Can't believe my own stupidity. We kind of have to know stereotype and proverbs, I think, to get the full jokes. Irritated, I direct my glare at the man lounging haughtily in the rubble.
それであんた何？
開口一番それか。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
What's he playing in the background? But yeah, he's voiced by Junichi Suabe. The man in the red mantle shakes his head in a show of exasperation. Insult to injury, he mutters something about drawing the short straw. Oh, now I'm dead certain. This guy has a messed up personality. And is this a servant? I thought familiars were shapeless beings, but this is just a man. I mean, what do you expect the people in history to look like? No, not just a man. Here from here, I can tell it's brimming with a shocking amount of magical energy. Don't be fooled by its appearance. I'm staring at something that's undoubtedly more than human. A human-shaped ghost, on the level of an elemental. There's no time to be dumbstruck. The thing belongs to me. Don't call him a thing! You get my head in the game.
確認するけど、あなたは私のサーバントで間違いない？
それはこちらが聞きたいな。君こそ私のマスターなのか。ここまで乱暴な召喚は初めてでね。
Look at Mary talking back to each other.
状況がつかめない。
私だって初めてよ。そういう質問は却下するわ。
そうか。だが私が召喚された時に君は目の前にいなかった。
Might have messed up.
本気？ひな鳥じゃあるまいし、目を開けた時にしか主を決められないなんて冗談はやめてよね。
If I servant frowns and a grin escapes his lips. Maybe he didn't like the way I said it, but he had a mixed reaction. Still impressed by the logic in my words.
まあいいわ。私が聞いているのはね、あなたが他の誰でもない、この私のサーバントかってことだけよ。それをはっきりさせない以上、他の質問に答える義務はないわ。
召喚に失敗しておいてそれか。この場合、他に色々と言うべきことがあると思うのだ
な。そんなのないわよ。主従関係は一番初めにはっきりさせておくべきものだもの。
His eyebrow twitches. He's like, this girl. He's vowing to hide his dissatisfaction with me. He's not warm towards Tsunderes, I guess. It's because of the half-baked summoning.
主従関係ははっきりさせておくか。やることは知ってんだらけだが、口だけは達者らしい。
So mean.
なあ、確かにその意見には賛成だ。どちらが強者で、どちらが弱者なのか、明確にしておかなければ、お互いやりづらかろう。
The servant eyes me meaningfully, still relaxing in the rubble of my living room.
どちらが弱者かですって？
ああ、私もサーバントだ。呼ばれたからには主従関係を認めるさ。だが、どちらがより優れたものか、共に戦うにふさわしい相手かを測るのは別になる。さて、その件でいくと、君は私のマスターにふさわしい魔術師なのかな、お嬢さん。
I arguably say she's one of the better masters in this Holy Grail War in terms of personality. The servant smirks. First he just shows my house and acts like he's the king of the castle. Now he has the nerve to ask whether I'm worthy.
あなたの意見なんて聞いてないわ。私が聞いているのは、あなたが私のサーバントかどうかってことだけよ。
Right by myself, still in my gaze. Not going to back down from this condescending jerk.
なるほどなるほど。そんな当たり前のことは答えるまでもない。
No, I'm here? Welcome!
だから順番を間違えるなっていうの。
we're playing the game facing that. We're just at the part where Rin, who's the best girl, I don't make the rules. Tedel says, has just summoned her servant.
一番初めに確認するのは召喚者の務めよ。さあ答えなさい。あなたは私のサーバントなのね。
They already have a lovingly bickering relationship already. Therefore aggressively, ready to pounce depending on his answer.
強情なお嬢さんだ。これでは話が進まんな。仕方あるまい。 仮に私が君のサーバントだとしよう。で、その場合、君が私のマスターなのか？
He's already my master, hypothetically speaking, of course.
当たり前じゃない。あなたが私に呼ばれたサーバントなら、あなたのマスターは私以外に誰がいるっていうのよ。
Oh, starting the right foot, that's for sure. Yep, one right foot, two left foots. I glare at this rude man, giving my seething head a moment to cool down.
そうか。まあ仮の話なんだが、とりあえずそうだとしよう。それで、君が私のマスターである証はどこにある？
The servant blithely asks, smirking all the while. Really trying to goad me with these questions into losing my temper.
ここよ。あなたのマスターである証ってこれでしょ？
Command seal, let's go. I show him the command spells on my right hand. Don't think I was born yesterday. Father's told me enough that I know what command spells are, at least.
納得いった？これでもまだ文句を言うの？
I thrust the symbols at him in challenge. The lounging servant rolls his eyes.
まあ言ったな。本気で言っているのか、お嬢さん。
His face darkens, getting even more disgruntled.
本家ってなんでよ？
その考えがだ。霊樹があればマスターなのか？霊樹などサーバントを利する道具に過ぎないだろう。まったくそんな形だけのものでマスターブルとはな。
Done.
私が見たかったのは君が忠誠を振るうにふさわしい人物かどうかだった
I
の。
mean, she's Rin. I think she does. Archer's hot. Exactly, he is. Welcome. He's the reason why I even started the Fate franchise, actually. I thought Dean Anime was like, who is this guy? I need to know. That makes sense. But now Rin is my best girl, though, after playing all three of them back then. That makes sense. But now that I think of command spells if someone asks for proof you're a master, right?
何よ。それじゃあ私はマスター失格？
Maybe he does, Rin.
そう願いたいが、そうはいくまい。霊樹がある以上、私の召喚者は君のようだ。信じがたいが、君は本当に私のマスターらしいな。
Hardest to believe you pretty masters. Jokes in mock exhaustion. Oh. Uh-oh. I reached my boiling point. I'm not going to cool down in time.
全くもって不満だが、認めよう。とりあえず、君は私のマスターだ。だが、私にも条件がある。私は今後、君の言い分には従わない。戦闘方針は私が決めるし、君はそれに従って行動する。
Archer's husband material? He is! He is husband material!
これが最大の譲歩だ。それで構わないな、お嬢さん。
I feel like most people say that Gil is their husband from this game, but for me it's Archer. Archer's probably number 2 though, right? Oh! Ah, sorry, father. I'm at my limit.
そう。不満だけど認めるくせに、私の意見には取り合わないってどういうことかしら。あなたは私のサーバントなんでしょ？
Ask in a trembling voice. After I spat over the command spells, my last desperate attempt at dialogue. And yet,
形の上だけはな。故に、形式上は君に従ってやる。だが、戦うのは私自身だ。
I need to protect her in case she gets sniped by assassin or something.
じっとしていればいい。それなら、未熟な君でも命だけは助かるだろう。
Looking down on me, declare that he expects nothing from me.
怒ったのか？いや、もちろん君の立場は尊重するよ。私はマスターを勝利させるために呼ばれたものだからな。
I master victory. You better bring victory.
私の勝利は君のものだし、戦いで得たものは全て君にくれてやる。どうせ君に霊樹は使えまい。まあ、後のことは私に任せて、君は自分の身の安全を。
あ、玉来た。
Oh, but I had it with you, is.
いいわ。そんなに言うなら使ってやろうじゃない。
No mercy. Got nothing else left for a jackass like this.
まさか
そのまさかよこの礼儀知らず
You dirtbag.
フィアトワークアイノイエナーゲンアイノイエスケナツアイノイエスフィアブレヒ
待て正気かマスターそんなことでレジを使うやつが
Renwood. This is your first time playing Nerdy Space at Night. This is my, I guess I would technically say second time playing. I played not official release versions, official translated version a while back. That's how I got into Fate. Actually, after watching the Dean anime and Fate Zero, I played Fate Zero after watching Fate Zero, and then but right now I'm just playing the remastered version because it's official translation, so I wanted to read it. So I don't think I'll finish it though. I think I'll just end the stream however much we end it. Yeah, so maybe one day I'll finish the visual novel. We'll see. Yeah, Rin is best girl though. Completely unbiased opinion. Just kidding.
あんたは私のサーバントなら私の言い分には絶対服従ってもんでしょ
Do what I say. Emblem on my right hand aches. 3 command spells. They allow a master to issue 3 unbreakable commands to their servants.
考えなさい君はこんな大雑把なことにレジを使うなど
It's too late to whine now. I didn't expect this to happen either. Oh, Ren, I'm gonna die of self-loathing. I can't believe I just burned one of my precious command spells in a petty squabble. You sure did. After that, I retreated from the ruins of the parlor and went to my bedroom. Before me stands a servant whom my command spells compelled absolute obedience from. Supposedly, anyway.
なるほど君の性質は大体理解したぞマスター
We would call this absolute obedience.
念のため尋ねるが君はレイジがどれほど重要か理解しているのかマスター
She does, but she can help herself.
知ってるわよサーバントを律する3回きりの命令権でしょそれが何よ
いいかねレイジはサーバントを強制的に行動させるものだ
The reason why he knows all this is because generally when servants are summoned, they generally get the knowledge of modern day and stuff. So,
それは
and the rules of the war.
行動を止
technically.
めるだけでなく行動を強化させるという意味でもある例えば私はここから遠くの場所まで瞬間的には移動できないだがレイジで行けと命じればそれが私と君の魔力で届くことならば可能となる
So I said she just wasted one very important.
強制命令権とはそういうことだサーバント自身でも制御できない肉体の限界さえ突破させる大魔術の結晶が3つの霊樹なのだ、まあ、
And then there were 2.
今では2つにやってしまったがな
知ってるわよそんなこといいじゃないかパんだしあなたに命じた規則
I actually had the fast forward on. I actually pressed it. So this.
確かにこれは私の誤算だった霊樹というものは曖昧な命令には効きが弱くなる私を守り通せこの戦いに勝てなどといった広く長く効果が続くものには霊樹
The
の
max
力
speed.
が弱くなる
That does sound
そ
funny.
れは長く続くが苦痛が小さいため逆らえるサーバントも出てくるだろう逆に次の一撃を死ぬ気で放てあのグラスだけは壊すなといった単一の命令は絶対でよほど強力なサーバントでも逆らうのは難しくなるさてここまでで私が言いたいことがわかるな、
Well, let's see if she'll end up listening to you or not.
わかるわよ要するに広く長い命令は意味がないんでしょ効果も戒めも薄いならサーバントは霊樹に逆らって行動できるそんな効き目の薄い命令をするなら絶対的な単一の命令をした方がいい
そうだ霊樹とはもともと自分たちの能力以上の奇跡を起こすためのものそれを 代用の効く命令などで消費する具は許されない。君の先ほどの例示はまさにそれだ。私が君に従うかは話し合いで解決できたことだし。
じゃあ私のさっきの例示は無意味ってこと？
Basically, that's what she's saying. I mean, that's what he's saying, I mean.
通常ならそうなのだがな。どうも君の魔術師としての性能は桁が違ったらしい。
They shocked or happy. My servant's lips twitch upward, even as he sighs.
桁が違ったって。ちょっとあなた、自分が今どんな状態なのか正直に話してみなさい。
Location dawns on me, and I ask him eagerly.
ああ、誤算というのはそれだ。先ほどの命令では少しはマスターの意見を尊重しようという
Slightly more.
代わりにしかならない。だが今の私は君の言葉に強い強制を感じている。君の意見に異を唱えると、そうだな、ランクが一つばかり落ちるようだ。つまりマスターの意向に逆らうと体が重くなって動きづらいというところか。
Servant shrugs in resignation. They're saying that my command spell isn't a waste. Actual benefit, maybe, to you. Not to him. Something as sarcastic as ever. It doesn't seem to have had any effect. Thus, even if he is weakened, I doubt even Tenemi can resist if he decides to rebel against me.
宣言を撤回しよう、マスター。
There's a gameplay better than Devil May Cry. I should play Devil May Cry, but I'm aware of how it looks like. I saw one trailer of it. True. Luca has nothing on text boxes.
年齢は若いが、君は
Background.
卓越した魔術師だ。
They're pure mages? That's right.
子供と侮り、戦いから遠ざけようとしたのは私の過ちだった。無礼ともども謝ろう。
The servant straightens his posture and gives me a formal bow.
やめてよ。確かにいろいろ言い合ったけど、そんなの喧嘩両成敗っていうか。
そうか。いや、話のわかるマスターで助かった。
なんか切り返し早いわね、あんた。
何？誤算は誤算だったが、嬉しい誤算というやつだったからな。これほどの才能があるのなら、君を戦いに巻き込むことに異論はない。
Let's go. Archer and Ren, best duo. Dunno. Who's my favorite pair from this game? Again, think about it. Is that his roundabout way of saying I'm a strong master? I said that Hercules is best girl. I would be surprised. So I'm wrong? Maybe. Maybe not.
無論だ。先ほどは召喚されたばかりで馴染んでいなかったが、今では完全に繋がった。
Yeah, but unfortunately I won't be able to see Basaka the stream though.
契約？
Now that he mentions it, something does feel weird about my body. What? It's as if my closed-off nerves are now connected to the outside. Specifically, I feel a portion of my magic energy flowing to the man before me.
そっか。サーバントは聖杯に呼ばれるけど、呼ばれたサーバントをこの世に留めるのは。
Yeah, so if your magic circuits, or your talent is, or your experience, or your talent, or whatever is bad, means your servant will be poorly supplied and not be as strong. I'd say there's a fallacy in my statement. Maybe there's a fallacy, but there's not a fallacy.
マスターの力だ。サーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によって
I choose the right to remain my silence.
魔力提供量は十分だ。経験的に問題はありそうだが、君の能力は飛び抜けている。普通の魔術師ならば、サーバントを召喚した瞬間に
And they go to YouTube chat, no problem, thank you.
だというのに、先ほどの例示といい、この魔力量といい、マスターとして君は間違いなく一流だ。
The finest caliber, thank you.
今更褒めたって何も出ないけど。
I break eye contact out of embarrassment. Oh, thank you for the follow. I didn't see this coming. I know the command spell is making him obey me, but still, the superhuman servant is sincerely acknowledging me as his master. Yeah. Let's see the bridge series of fate. I have seen one of them. I forget which one I saw. I think it might have been the Fate Zero one.
で、あなた何のサーバント？
I clear my head and return to the business.
見てわからないか？あ、それは結構。
Take it all back. They're making fun of me.
わかったわ。これはマスターとしての質問よ。
Hey ya.
ねえ、あなたセイバーじゃないの？
Nope.
残念ながら剣は持っていない。
The archery class is really made of archers. I suspected as much. And all said and done, I got the time wrong. Something circled didn't do its job. The serpent was spat out into some random room. It was far too sloppy of a ritual. Some of the strongest serpent Saber.
ドジったわ。あれだけ宝石を使っておいてセイバーじゃないなんて目も当てられない。
Did I selling that many gems? True.
悪かったな、セイバーでなくて。
ああ、うん。そりゃ通行のミスだから残念だけど、悪いのは私なんだから。
なあ、どうせアーチャーでは派手さに欠けるだろうよ。
Archer's a good class.
いいだろう。後で今の暴言を悔やませてやる。その時になって謝っても聞く。
はい。
What a surprise. The unidentified servant seemed to be sulking. My fixation on Saber offended him.
何？勘に触った？あーちゃん。
触った。
It was made of archers, exactly. The class is really made of
必ず
archers.
自分が幸運だったと思い知らせてやる。
Archer turns with a sidelong glance. There's a really spiteful air about him. The action felt somehow childish and free of malice. No, he might be a pretty decent guy.
そうね。
Technically he is, I guess.
それじゃあ必ず私を後悔させて。
Or anything, or for anyone that there was or watched anything class. Yeah, basically. That's why it was really made up of archers.
そうなったら素直に謝らせてもらうから。
ああ、忘れるなよ、マスター。己が召喚したものがどれほど
B class.
知って感謝するがいい。
Not wrong.
もっとも、その時になって謝られても、こちらの気は晴れんだろうかな。
Archer House eating has his lips twisted into a grin. Oh yeah, this has got a rotten personality, alright.
まあいいわ。それであんたどこの英霊なのよ。
Archer doesn't answer. The dark expression is replaced by a deepening frown.
あーちゃん？マスターである私がサーバントであるあなたに聞いているんだけど。
それは秘密だ。
Himitsu, why?
あ？
私がどのようなものだったかは答えられない。
あのね、つまんない理由だったら怒るわよ。
それは
There's that face again. Archer opens and closes his mouth as if he's having trouble voicing an uncomfortable truth.
なぜかというと、自分でもわからない。
Amnesia. Da-da-dun. Wait, what?
はあ？何よそれ？あんた私のことバカにしてるわけ？
Okay. Archer with swords, the archer class aren't true archers.
マスターを侮辱するつもりはない。ただ、これは君の不完全な召喚のツケだぞ。どうも、記憶に混乱が見られる。自分が何者であるかわかるのだが、名前や
It can be valuable, especially if I have a weakness. Really
まあ、
tendon
さ
or
して重要
something.
な欠落ではないから気にすることはないのだが。
気にすることはない。あんたがどんな英霊か知らなきゃどのくらい強いのかわからないじゃない。
なんだ、そんなことは問題ではなかろう。さまつな問題だよ、それは。
さまつってあんたね、相棒の強さがわからないんじゃ作戦の立てようがないでしょ。そんなんで戦っていけるわけないじゃない。
Hi, Janai.
何を言う。私は君が呼び出したサーバントだ。それが最強でないはずがない。
I love how confident he is. He's so straightforward. The Crimson Knight fixes me with a gaze full of confidence and trust. My brain grinds to a halt. There's no deception in Archer's words. He's sincerely giving me more credit than I deserve, even though we've just met. My cheeks are burning. Ah, I'm sure I'm blushing bright red right now. Surprise attacks like this tend to be my weakness.
ま 誰にも正体がわからないってことには変わりはないんだし、敵を騙すにはまず味方からって言うし。
No way to hide from Archer. Away from Archer to hide my embarrassment. Sure, I'll figure out in due time what sort of servant he is anyway. Now we have other priorities.
わかった。しばらくあなたの正体に関しては不問にしましょう。それじゃあ最初の仕事だけど。
Kill everyone else.
早速か。好戦的だな、君は。それで敵は
Say enemy. I toss a broom and dustpan at him.
下の掃除お願い。あんたが散らかしたんだから責任持ってきれいにしといてね。
A few seconds pass in stunned silence. Archer finally regains his senses. He grips the broom indignantly.
待て。君はサーバントを何だと思っている
I mean...
使い魔でしょ。ちょっと生意気で扱いに困るけど。
She did say she wanted someone to clean her house for her. Beginning of the series. Archer cuts himself off. I have no intention of letting him off. He tries to whistle out of it. I still have a card to play.
意義あり。そのような命令はこと。
いいの？これマスターとしての命令よ。マスターの方針に逆らったら体が重くなるんだ。
Cleaning time. Akia house husband time.
まあ、あなたはその程度じゃどうってことないだろうけど、そのペナルティは今を掃除するまで続くのよ。
Stands there for several more seconds, with broom in hand growling under his breath. And so the archer in the red mantle closes his eyes.
了解した。地獄に落ちるマスター。
This shit got a hell master. I love this scene. Then gracefully accepts my order. Now then, it's getting late, so I should rest. I can decide how to deal with him once I wake up. A fateful day draws to a close. Not rather, my fate was shaped by this night. That makes 6, including me. Once the 7th and final master summons their servant, the Holy Grail War of this generation will begin. In the not-so-distant future, the battle I've been waiting 10 long years for is about to commence. Da-da-da-dan! Next day. February 1st. The Holy Grail War, a grand ritual that's been repeated for hundreds of years. A fight to the death between 7 participants, which only one can survive. It's said that a Holy Grail War exists in the land of Fuyuki, and a number of mages fought over it in the past. There's one and only objective was to obtain the relic called the Holy Grail. However, the Grail's origins are unclear. For sure it isn't the chalice that's held the blood of God, but its power is fearsome enough to be compared to the genuine article. The Grail, you mean like the Grail from Arthur's legend? Yeah, exactly. That's right. They say the Holy Grail can grant any wish. Only one person can possess it. The Holy Grail can only grant one wish for one person. By that, 7 mages are needed to summon the Grail to this land. 7 collaborators to create one miracle, and then they kill each other. So as you might imagine, it was only a matter of time before they started fighting over the Grail. Like so many conflicts, started as a competition over property rights. The 7 mages equally used the power of the Holy Grail, summon their respective familiars, and do battle over the Grail itself. Only one mage can obtain the Grail. The result, 7 people who started as colleagues ended up in a ferocious battle to the death. This is just the ritual known as the Holy Grail War, a struggle for ownership between mages. Mages chosen by the Holy Grail are called masters. Rich convo. You can't just throw a weapon and call yourself an archer, stupid archer. You sure about that? You sure? Is that the fact right? Exactly. They use the blessing of the Grail to acquire power from the familiars known as servants. Well, look at those cards. Look at all those bronze cards. Those 3 and 2 star servants. No kidding. 2 things serve as proof that one has become a master. The summoning and command of a servant. Mark of command spells to compel the servant's servitude. First goes without saying. The archer I summoned yesterday, no. A few hours ago, to be exact, is Rentosaka's servant. As for the second, the master must closely guard the command spells that control one's servant. This is probably the most critical aspect of being a master. Yep, which you messed up. When I summoned Archer, symbols appeared on my right hand, namely command spells. Stigmata bestowed by the Holy Grail for the summoning of a servant marks one's new status as a master. A massive amount of magical energy is compressed into these seals, whose power is fleeting rather than long-lasting. They disappear once they're used, and as their shapes adjusts, each mark represents a single use. The words only gets 3 shots. A master who has use of all 3 command seals can no longer control a servant and is good as dead. Yep. Therefore, command seals must be handled with care at the very end, since they are as valuable as one's own life. It pains me to no end. They burned one right off the bat. It wasn't a total waste, so I'll chalk it up as a win. I mean, technically not wrong, I guess. After all, a servant could turn on the master at any time. If one command spell is what it takes to put a collar on him, I consider it a fair trade. That's about it for the broader strokes of this business. Once 7 servants have been summoned, the Holy Grail War will begin. Tonight's sleep will be a fitful one. I don't know when the final master will appear, but they could be right around the corner. As a visual novel speedrun like this one, you just get through all the dialogue. I'm pretty sure. I feel sluggish. My bewildered gaze goes up to the window, only to see that it's already bright outside. Oh no, she's late. Very late. After a drastic check on the clock, I make up my mind to skip school today. I mean, you might as well, right? Sitting up in bed, I heave a long sigh. Not being a morning person isn't enough to explain why I feel so dull. I think Archer mentioned something about it. A master will be out of commission after summoning a servant. I summoned Archer. I remember it all clearly now. I'd rather not, to be honest. Not as if denying the facts will let me do it over. I drag myself out of bed. A mental boxing match rages between the outside air. It's quite warm for winter, and the comfort of my bedsheets. Oh yeah. On in other words, in the terms of boxing, Asune Miku boxing fitness kit just came out today. I think if I remember correctly. I thought it was yesterday. But yeah, it came out just now. So if you wanna get fit with Hatsune Miku, you can. It concludes in a 3-second knockout against the temptation of going back to sleep. I check my body in the mirror. Nothing out of place, aside from the loss of half my usual magical energy. I review the situation. I summon the servant Archer, who doesn't have an ounce of respect for his master. Matters worse, he doesn't even know who he is. Wow, talk about a headache. Guess that means his trump card is off the table until his memories come back. I expect to use a power he doesn't even remember. Servants are strong familiars all on their own. What makes them truly formidable is a secret weapon they each possess, a novel phantasm. Frustratingly, Archer claims to have forgotten what his is. Both in the same boat, then. I only pray that he'll sort his memories out, but who knows how long that it might take. Good grief. I've really got my work cut out for it. Yeah, look how nice he really put the background back to normal. The parlor is completely back to normal. I thought he'd maybe just clear away the detritus, but the room is so spotless I can't help but be impressed. Thus I felt bad for wrecking the place. I thought he would have gone to the trouble otherwise. I guess I ought to commend him for being a more decent guy than I. I checked my statement. There isn't a remorseful bone in his body.
ついでだから厨房も片付けておいた。もう少し荒れているかと思ったが、なかなか気の行き届いた厨房だ。一人暮らしの洋館にしては上等だな。
This cafe is so good. Even this nice peaceful chilled is nice to listen to. I have a headache. How do I have to put up with a servant judging my interior decoration? The servants all care only about fighting. Are you sure this guy isn't defective?
なるほど。本調子ではなさそうだな。昨夜は元気だったが、睡眠をとって疲れが出たのだろう。うん。紅茶でよければご馳走しよう。
Acting like he owns the place. Without missing a beat, Archer produces a teacup, fills it with the expensive reddish tea he's been brewing. A lot I want to say right now, but oddly enough, I can't work up the indignation to. But he does it all is so refined, I've gotta admit. But you're rather cultured. I see he's a man of culture.
疲れてるのは事実だし、飲む。
Sit down on the chair. The teacup is placed silently in front of me. I take a sip. Oh, it's delicious. I expected as much. This is my favorite Chinese tea, Spring Harvest Hongcha. I'd be upset if it didn't taste good. On that note, I'd rather be upset if someone used my favorite tea leaves without asking. It makes me mad, but the tea was brewed so exquisitely that the pleasure it brings overcomes my anger.
ちょっと、何笑ってるのよ、あんた。
何、感想が聞きたかったが、その顔では聞くまでもないと思っただけだ。
How proud he is. The teacup down with a forceful thud.
もったいない。熱いうちに味わった方がいいぞ。私が気に障るなら消えているが。
ごちそうさま。結構よ。私は茶坊主が欲しくてマスターになったわけじゃないわ。あなたもね、頼みもしないことをする必要はないわよ。
そうか。確かに私も茶坊主になったり後片付けをするために契約したわけではない。君がそういうのならばこれからは気をつけよ
ええ、私が求めているのは戦力としての使い魔よ。家事をこなすサーバントなんて聞いたことがないし、する必要も特にないわ。
う。ん？特にはないとはどういう意味かな。
別に好きなようにとって結構よ。それ
More
より、
importantly,
あなた自分の正体を思い出せた？
Asher shakes his head in the negative. That doesn't bode well. You can't remember after a single night. His memories probably won't return easily. There are some measures I can try today, but
わかった。あなたの記憶に関してはおいおい対策を考えとく。じゃあ出かける支度をしてあっちゃん。召喚されたばかりで勝手もわからないでしょ。街を。
出かける支度？いや、そんな必要はないだろう。出るのならばすぐに出られるが。
あのね、そんな格好で出歩くつもり？どう見ても普通じゃないし、他のマスターが見たら一発でサーバントってわかるじゃない。
exactly, Asher. Exactly. See, Ren knows what she's saying.
私、自分から私はマスターですなんて言いふらす気はないんだけど。
ああ、そういうことか。それも問題はない。確かに着替える必要はあるが、それは実体化している時だけでね。サーバントはもともと霊体だ。非戦闘時には霊体になってマスターにかける負担を減らす。
ああ、そっか。召喚されたって英霊は英霊だものね。霊体に肉体を与えるのはマスターの魔力なんだから。
自然。我々も霊体に戻る。
Oh.
そうなったサーバントは守護霊のようなものだ。レイラインでつながっているマスター以外には観測されない。もっとも会話程度はできるから偵察ならば支障はないが。
わ、便利。それじゃあ本当に他のマスターを探し出すなんて難しいんだ。
ああ。だが魔術師は魔術師を知覚できるだろう。それと同じでサーバントもサーバントを感知できる。優れた魔術を知るサーバントならば遠く離れたサーバントの位置さえ把握するだろう。
Asher has it in one. Masters are supposed to be capable mages. The more magical energy the mage has, better they are at detecting traces of magical energy. As far as I know, however, there isn't anyone else around with that degree of power.
で、あんたはどうなの？他のサーバントの位置、わかる？
マスター、私のクラスは何か忘れたのか？遠く離れた敵の位置を探るなど、騎士上がりにできるものか？
He has a point. He does. Archer's magical energy isn't on that level. Likely that only the magically powerful caster is capable of easily locating distant foes.
わかったわ。じゃあ、とりあえず後についてきて、あーちゃん。あなたの呼び出された世界を見せてあげるから。
そう目新しいものではなさそうだがね。それよりマスター、君、大切なことを忘れていないか？
Cool.
大切なことって何？
まったく。君、まだ本調子ではないぞ。契約において最も重要な交換を私たちは未だしていない。
And then,
契約において最も重要な交換。
demanding equivalent exchange? Kinda. That can't be it. Trying to take part in the Holy Grail War is already reward enough for a servant. Nope. Couldn't be anything else to trade.
君な。朝は弱いんだな、本当に。
Marsha sounds exasperated. Also, a sardonic manner of speech finally gives me an idea. Had to think of it. He's never once called me by my name.
ああ、しまった。名前。
思い当たったか？
Got a sad little blush. Cute!
今からでも遅くはないさ。それでマスター、君の名前は？これからは何と呼べばいい？
Marsha sounds sulky. He is! So cute! Oh man, he really is a decent person. I'm sure of it now. After all, there's no tangible benefit to exchanging names. Servants are forcibly bound to their masters by the command spells. While names are key to contracting with regular familiar, there's no need for a master and a servant to be so intimate. It's important to Archer. He's clearly trying to establish trust between comrades in arms, regardless of the command spells.
私、遠坂凛よ。あなたの好きなように呼んでいいわ。
So sweet. Asked in a clipped tone, unwilling to let slip any admiration. I'd probably just call me something impersonal like master or hey you, which works out just fine for me. Except I should choose on Ren Tosaka for a moment.
それでは、リンと。ああ。この響きは、実に君に似合っている。
So cute. He says something really forward.
リン、どうした？何やら顔色がおかしいが。
Aw, look at her. He calls her by her name. Cute.
うるさい。いいからさっさと行くわよ、あーちゃん。とにかく、のんびりしてる暇なんてないんだから。
うるさい. I turn on my heel and storm away, huffing. It's so infuriating, I'm not even sure why. Damn that Archer. They just say that to mess with me.
ありえる。こいつなら絶対そうだ。
Yeah, I'm sure of it. That's all part of his plan to get me all flustered. I better be careful. Gotta work with this wise guy from here on out. And I think I'll actually end this stream around here. I don't even have a single Okay. Hey. Okay, yeah. So I think I'll end around here. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I said we're only gonna do the small intro. Technically I didn't even go up to the opening, but you know, this game is pretty long. So yeah, but yeah, this is the introduction to Fate Stay Night. Hope this interests you into watching Fate or other properties that are Type Moon. So yeah. It was nice to go back down nostalgia lane and play Fate Stay Night, you know? Especially with the official English translation that's out now. Hopefully they keep bringing out more of their games. I know, Masukai and is out already as well, if you guys want to check that out. Which is a different one. I'm actually like a little bit of that one too. I don't know if I'll finish that one either. And then there's also Tsukimi coming up as well. Thank you for the stream. It was great. It was great to see the actual thing. I know, right? I only have seen the anime. Yeah, right? I don't think a lot of people who watch anime read the VN, but that's fine. The VN's very long, so even though I do really like the VN, I don't know if it's a great starter VN. I feel like your starter VN should be one that really, really interests you, or one that should be shared in length, right? Looking forward to more. Yeah, maybe I'll plan to stream more in the future. We'll see. I don't know when that'll exactly be. Like I said, I'm going to hiatus in 2-ish weeks. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but I hope to see you guys soon for next week. Next stream will be next Monday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and then starting from next week, I'll be on hiatus. I'll be uploading videos in the meantime during that time. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching, and hope this will make more people get into Fate. Or Tightwind in general, if Fate doesn't interest you. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. See you next week on Monday. And 3, 2, 1. Take care, everyone, and goodbye. Yeah, whatever it is. Yep, see ya. And I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.